motion should be rejected.
Assembly Member Dismore.
I have some sympathy with what Member Bacon has said, but I must correct one thing. West End Ward elected for the first time a Labour councillor, as well as two of the Conservatives. They lost one of the seats in West End Ward, which covers Oxford Street. I do want to see pedestrianisation, but like Assemblyman Bacon, I think we do have to consider the residents as well. The streets that are parallel to Oxford Street should not become another bus park like Oxford Street itself is. And that's where a lot of people live. It's very easy to walk along those streets and just look at the shop fronts without looking up at the flats, which are above all those shops, and also at right angles to those roads as well. And it would be, to my mind, a false move to effectively transfer the pollution from Oxford Street, which is not actually a residential road, into the residential roads on either side. So I think whilst it is important that we do get on with this, also there has to come up with a plan which involves making sure the residents' interests are protected, which does mean making sure there's less traffic, less buses, and all the rest of it. And I would hope that the Mayor will be able to work with Westminster, and indeed the three ward councillors. It is now a split ward, so there is a degree of political consensus over this issue, to come up with a conclusion. I hope the Mayor doesn't have to use a big stick like this to try and get his way. That is always in the background and available to them, and I hope that Westminster Council will approach this, as I saw in the news yesterday, in a constructive way. I think I can't remember the name of the individual councillor who was there, but he said he saw the Mayor's move as a constructive one. The Mayor equally is quite right to say that we can't go on forever and ever, and we have to come up with some sensible plans. So I will support the motion, but I'm very pleased to say that the motion does specifically